just want to talk.
Welcome to We Just Want to Talk. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Mariam, and all we want to do is talk about Tegan and Sara. Are you ready, Debbie?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So this is another episode of We Just Want to Talk podcast. And this is the last episode we're recapping high school, and the date is July 13th. And well, we don't have any news about season 2. Well, there is hope. I'll talk about it in a bit. And high school did not get nominated for any Emmy awards, which is expected, but also sad because some shows that nobody watches anymore, like The Handmaid's Tale, or even Queer Eye. Honestly, who watches Queer Eye anymore? We watched the first 3 seasons.
Queer Eye was nominated?
It was nominated.
Oh.
Like, we don't watch that anymore.
I watched the last season, but it's like there's so many seasons that like they should like put new stuff on the spotlight.
Okay, The Handmaid's Tale, like who watches nobody watched the last season.
I didn't watch the last season.
Why did Elizabeth Moss get nominated again? I don't know. It's just a bit. I mean, come on, the Emmys are as rigged as I feel like. It's just a popularity contest.
Yeah.
But basically, what news we have about season 2 of high school is that, well, high school and the Freebie account first are actually mildly promoting the show with some videos. They posted one today, actually. Just videos from the show.
They've been posting a few clips of the show lately.
And more people are watching. That's what I've noticed. Now, Esther, is it Esther or Esther? I don't know. I forgot.
Esther.
Mm-hmm. Who plays Natalie, was on TikTok Live, and we asked, there's a video, by the way, you can find it on TNS Updates, and what she responds when it comes to the renewal of high school. She says that the reason that it hasn't been renewed or canceled yet is because of the strike, but hopefully, and they're very hopeful that it will be renewed, but we're not going to know until 6 months later. And what makes it worse is that there might be an actors strike too happening soon.
Oh, I read about that.
Yeah,
that's gonna delay things for sure.
Yeah, and that's why we have such a huge delay, and don't have any saying about these shows. Now, here's the thing: high school is not like a definite cancellation, but it's not a definite renewal. That's what I understood.
Yeah, we're in limbo. One of the literally shows, in limbo.
Yeah, one of the shows that you have to like make a decision on or about, and that's what sucks for us, because if they cancel, that's another queer show being canceled, a show that has potential, a show that has been badly promoted, underrated, and a show that means a lot to us and to a lot of fans and to even people who found it and they don't know anything about Tegan and Sara, because it discusses actual realistic events and situations. But here we are. We're going to recap that last episode.
Episode 8, The Con.
Episode 8, called The
Con. And this episode of We Just Want to Talk is 15. Episode 15. Last time we said it was 15, but it was 14. This one is 15.
Fine.
Also, I realized that last episode, I forgot to add, because usually when we're discussing the songs, I add the song in the background when we're talking about it, and it's like people can listen to the song at the same time. Last episode, we did My Number, and I forgot. So I'm going to add My Number as background music, and then when we discuss, I know I'm not the only one, I will add that one.
Aren't you scared of being copyrighted?
No, because we're talking over it, and Tegan and Sara, when I post on YouTube, they allow people to use their songs.
They're so generous and kind.
They're amazing. Literally. It says like copyright is okay with like use of whatever whenever I post on. But the only thing that they removed was when I used the actual video of Sara singing from like a Tegan and Sara YouTube video, then they removed it. But when it's their song only, no image, so far it's been okay.
Okay, I got it. I think it depends on the label.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
All right.
And like,
and we're going to discuss one of the songs that appear in High School, the show, and well, it's a high school Tegan and Sara song.
Yeah, the song is called Immaculation, the original song, and then the remake that they did in 2019 is I Know I'm Not the Only One. There's a music video for it as well.
But on High School, the soundtrack of High School is called They're Waiting for You.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Why did they do that? Like it has three names. I think I'm gonna use the high school version in the background for us because it's like different than.
Okay, cute, yeah. All right. Well, last episode, which is episode 7,
Are we gonna talk about news briefly?
Oh, sorry, yeah, the news.
Very, very briefly. There aren't many news though. It's like mostly tours happening right now. So there's a lot of news about tour. If you go to Tegan and Sara updates or TNS updates on Twitter, you can see like all the videos and photos. They're really great. They're really great photos. Tegan wore a cowboy hat recently. That was great. They were infested by bugs in one of the festivals. That was funny.
Yeah. Sara wore the same outfit for 7 shows.
Yes, she's been wearing the same freaking outfit.
She stopped wearing the pants that we all wear, like very, like interested
maybe
in.
she knows.
Obviously,
she knows what she did.
She probably knows.
To us.
Yeah, somebody screenshot our private conversations and sent it to her. I'm pretty sure. How did she stop wearing that pants? Why?
I swear, someone we know knows them and like tells them everything. I swear, because I feel like every time we say something, like they react to it somehow.
Literally, I think Tegan has an insider within us.
Yeah, if you go on TikTok, me and Tia are posting a bunch of tour videos as well. Yeah. That's the Tia on TikTok.
I haven't watched any of the banters. I mean, Jamie posted some, but I'm not finding any time to watch any.
I haven't caught up with any of the banters and the like shows at all. Cause like I went to Ottawa for a concert too, for Tegan and Sara's concert at Blues Fest. And I've been so busy like working and stuff. So I haven't the full length like songs and banters. I haven't because it's too much. Eventually, like when I'm just chilling at home, I probably will. But
I thought the summer break I would catch up. Somehow I'm more
you're
busier
working
than usual.
Too.
Yeah, I'm working, but it's one class. But when it's like in the middle of the day, so like 2 hours are gone, you're getting ready, and then 2 hours are gone on the road because it's sun and hot and the streets are very crowded because it's summer. So it's like your day is gone.
It's true. But what else? They are on Threads, the new app.
I need water.
You can find them there. Okay, I'll just tell them the news while you get water. Debbie is talking now. It's the Debbie show. They are on Threads. We are also on Threads. If you search for TNS and me, that's our I'm gonna post the podcast stuff there. TNS and me, it's going to be my personal threads. I'm going to post the Tegan and Sara news there and the podcast stuff there. It's all in one because I'm not going to create 300 accounts anymore. It's all there. TNS and me on Threads. They changed their profile picture on Twitter for some reason. It's not a picture anymore. It just says the letters TNS. Sid turned 1 recently.
And we got really cute pictures.
Yes. I really I've been really liking their posts recently on Instagram, like all the pictures that they've been posting.
They haven't posted in a while, by the way. If you've noticed, not on Twitter, not on Instagram.
Not lately. I think they've been busy with visiting friends and stuff because they're doing Canada dates now. So in in Ottawa. I think they knew people in Ottawa too.
Yeah.
And then Calgary. They haven't been like on socials too much lately or at all.
Yeah, I mean Tegan hasn't been liking any tweets, and they posted on Threads like twice, but Instagram last post was 5 days ago, 4 to 5 days ago, and yeah.
Oh,
yes, they're busy. I mean, they're seeing family probably in Calgary.
Yeah, I think so. I think they've just been busy. They don't want to be on their phones, like unless they're working. Like waiting to go on stage or anything like that. I don't think they want to be on their phones right now. But something cool is that they were featured on the lake. It's a TV show. It's a Canadian TV show on, I think it's Amazon. There's an entire episode dedicated to Tegan and Sara pretty much. So if you want to watch that, it was a really cool episode. They show up very briefly also, but they talk about Tegan and Sara the entire episode, and it was really fun. I watched it. I'll post like a picture so you can, if you are on YouTube, you can see.
And they're going on tour next year too. It's an acoustic tour. I mean, that's what they're talking about.
They posted on, I think, Instagram about that. They posted a couple things on Substack, but Sara posted about getting her driver's license and like junior high soundtrack. Not soundtrack, like when they were in junior high, what songs they used to listen and stuff. Yeah.
I guess this year is just gonna be a focus on tour.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we're gonna get the soundtrack for junior high in August, right? Yeah.
That's what they said. The audiobook comes out in August.
July,
they said July.
I looked at Amazon the other day, it was August.
I promise she doesn't. So if you are interested in something like that, even though Sara made it seem not cool, please go and pre-order anywhere you get your audiobooks. Don't forget to pre-order it wherever you get your audiobooks. July 18th.
What? That's next week.
Says right here. Well, you're in luck. The audiobook is coming Tuesday, July 18th. You can pre-order it now. It's probably out when we post this. When this episode comes out, it's probably going to be out already. Okay, let's do this.
All right, so let's begin with recapping the last episode of high school. So we have where we left off was basically when Sara and Patrick fought about him saying the F word, and she was very angry at him. Then they got home, and Simone and Tegan were like, they left the house, and he was like, "What's wrong?" And they hugged him.
She had a very concerned face, Simone, and so Patrick was like, "What's going on? Yeah, what's wrong?" Can you mute?
All right.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
So we start to the funeral. Yeah.
It starts with a funeral. It doesn't say right away who it is, right?
No, it doesn't. But we assume, because we see the mother, we assume it's not his mother.
And we also, it's also on the book.
It's on the book that his stepdad.
Yeah, dies. Bruce's or Patrick's stepdad died.
He commits the S word.
Yeah.
Which we can't say because we're gonna get blacked if we say it.
Yeah, and that's how they tied it. I think that's how they tied the story in the show, because on the book they talk about Kurt Cobain and how, like, when Bruce's stepdad passed away, they didn't feel the same impact as when Kurt Cobain passed away, because, like, even though it's family-ish, like, they weren't close, so they didn't feel like the same impact. And that's I think that's how they tied the stories in the show, because there was the Kurt Cobain scene, and then right after it was the stepdad's funeral. So it's like it's very similar in that way with the book.
Yeah,
but it shows Patrick's, like, side of things. Like he feels, I think he feels kind of guilty because he didn't intervene. Like, the guy wasn't good, and now that he passed, like, his mom is alone, and he feels like he should do more, because he doesn't want to end up like his stepdad. Like, he wants to be present, and he doesn't want to stay as a bad memory, I guess, in the future. You know, because he was his stepdad and his stepdads of the girls, and he doesn't want to be like that. So he's reflecting on his life, and
pushes him to change his mind about his situation.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to be involved in the girls' lives as well.
And Sara sees that. She sees that he's, like, struggling and crying and stuff.
She's still angry at him.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that they had a fight.
And there's the party, right?
So Tegan and Sara are going to play at a party. Lily's brother's party. I forgot his name. And they're talking about, like, being nervous and what if they suck. And then Sara plays something for Tegan, something new.
Yeah.
Is that not the only one? Is that the one?
I think so.
It's really sweet.
It's sweet and sad because Tegan's eyes are tearing. Riley's eyes, she tears up. Good acting. Oh, Rayleigh has a movie coming July.
Oh
Wait,
yes. Do
July.
you remember the name?
It's like a short film. The premiere of it is so July 21st, and it's called Complicated Order. So Complicated Order follows the story of Remy, a heartbroken soul who accidentally orders a pizza to her ex's house while wallowing after their breakup. She must intercept the delivery before it's too late. We filmed Complicated Order on an Arri Alexa 55 camera with Business One Lenses camera. It's a queer
Dir
film, by the way.
Director is Emmy Lichtenberg. And
Yeah.
her name is Kyle.
How
I'm
did you know her
sorry.
name's Kyle?
It's on IMDb.
Oh, really? Shit, I didn't check that. I'm glad that she's getting cast right now.
Oh, Alexis Giselle is in it. That's fun.
Yeah. Heather Matarazzo is in it, and I like Heather Matarazzo.
Oh yeah, true. From Princess Diaries.
Wait, so okay, I got it. So Remy and Kyle used to date, I guess. That's the ex, or is it Maeve? I don't know. And comes out July. I mean, the premiere is July 21st, so that's soon. I'd like to watch that. We should watch it together,
Yeah,
Debbie.
we should watch it for sure. But anyways, they are waiting for you on the show, which is Immaculation, which is I know I'm not the only one. All of these songs are the same, but they have three different names and different versions, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's the next day, I think, and Cass is in Tegan and Sarah's kitchen with Tegan.
Yeah, Cass. Remember Cass? Played by Hannah Allie Gold or Hannah Riley.
Hannah Riley.
Oh, one thing I forgot to say
You're
is that
talking
all the
about
cast have read season two's script. All right?
they have?
So they have, yeah, that's what Esther said. And they've been held. That's why they can't sign any contract right now
Oh
with any
yeah.
other company. But anyway, things are shitty because of the strike.
Yeah.
And that makes us kind of hopeful that there's a season two, but no actual green light.
Yeah. So like the scripts are done, actors are held. I think you told me that they actually started production, but then
No, I didn't tell you that. That's what we think because that's what
oh,
Marcus said. I think they started production
right.
and then that strike happened. That's why he said it.
Yeah,
And
true. But they
I don't think he
probably
was
did like
lying.
table reading and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably. Because when I asked Esther on the live, she was like, "Oh, like I was like, did you read
Oh, by the way,
script?"
the actress that plays Lily on Instagram posted pictures rolling, I don't know if it was just tobacco or whatever, but saying it was homework. So that was sus because I was like, homework for what? High school, maybe, perhaps? But I don't know.
Hopefully, who
Everything
knows?
is like a question we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the show right now, Cass shows a lot of interest in Tegan's music and the fact that she writes music and like she listened to the tapes and she already has like a favorite song and stuff. And then Tegan is like, pleased that Cass is interested. And then Cass is like, why wouldn't I be interested? And Tegan is like, because some people are not. And Cass knows that's she means Maya.
Mm-hmm. Maya just has issues to deal with.
Yeah, and then Cass tells Tegan like, you should tell Maya that like if she likes you, she will understand.
Then we have,
And then
oh, I forgot. This episode is not told from any point of view, like specific point of view, so you can see everyone's point of view. So now we moved like to Sarah's scene with
true,
Phoebe in the
yeah,
basement.
it's not centered in anybody. We
Yeah,
see all perspectives now.
unlike all the episodes. So.
Yeah. So Maya, not Maya, Phoebe and Sarah are talking about Patrick, and like
Yeah, and she's like,
I think Sarah
I'm
feels
gonna wait.
bad for
Oh my
arguing
God.
with Patrick because his stepdad died, so she feels bad now.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's what happens that she's like, I can't wait till we spend the summer together, and then Phoebe's like,
Oh,
she
I
gives her
missed
this
that.
look. Yeah, she
Yeah,
gives her this look. That's why I
Phoebe,
paused
right?
so I could say that. Yeah, Phoebe.
Yeah, because we know why she gives the look. Phoebe
Yeah, we
does.
know why. But then, like, oh yeah, mean, in the book, it's not the summer. She goes through a semester, and the semester, the
In the
picture
book
is,
is after summer. In the book is Phoebe or Naomi goes to Montreal for 3 months during the school year. It's not in the summer. And then
yeah,
a girl from Montreal comes and stays with Naomi for 3 months. So they get to know like this French Canadian girl for 3 months. And then after that, Naomi goes to Montreal. And a lot of things happen, but not in the show.
exactly. And then there's their pictures on the fridge. I like his smile. I mean, he's so cute.
Yeah.
What's his name?
He's
The
so
actor
proud,
himself.
Patrick. Oh,
Yeah, he's like
Kyle.
a proud, yeah, Kyle. He's a proud dad even when he looks
Yeah.
at the picture.
So sweet. I wish
Yeah.
we had more scenes with their dad.
Yeah. I hope if there's a season 2, they deserve more scenes
Yeah.
with their dad.
Remember we talked about that maybe there was more, but then they changed it because his episode is so short.
So short, yeah.
But yeah, they're in at Patrick's mom's house, and you can see that she's like really struggling. She's not eating, and he's really like worried. And the pictures on the fridge, they are replicates of Tegan and the real Tegan and Sarah's high school
Yeah.
pictures. That was really
Yeah.
cool. I think they did that scene just for like the Easter egg.
Yeah.
They're talking about money and how can they get another guitar for the party. And this is when Simone comes in Tegan's bedroom and they talk about the S word and
But
Patrick's
what they
stepdad,
feel.
like
Yeah.
how they feel
Why they
about
feel
it.
that.
Yeah. This is a funny scene because Sarah's like, why are you being nice?
Yeah.
Or was
She's
it
like,
Tegan?
I'm
I can't
nice.
remember. She's like, I'm nice. Huh. I don't remember. I don't think they have this in the book. I don't think they talked to
No,
their mom about it.
no. They did not share any. I don't think it was. I think it was too personal for their
Yeah.
stepdad, so they didn't like get into details. And I
Yeah.
think that's what they were like. They were Tegan and Sarah afraid of putting on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Things regarding this relationship between their mom and their stepdad. It's a bit
Yeah.
tricky, but they did it anyway. And that's the last day of school. Ali's throwing the
Finally.
books. There's Maya. Then basically Tegan stops to talk to Maya because they've been you know
Yeah, because that's what
we're
Cass told her to do.
yeah they're not talking to each other. But then she
Yeah.
invites her to Will's party, right? Where she's
Oh yes,
singing,
Will. There you go. That's his name. Yeah.
and I just read it. And this scene reminds me of the Stranger Things scene. I did that on
Which
TikTok
one?
when Lucas gives what's her
Oh
name, Sadie,
yeah.
a ticket.
Sadie, an invitation, and she's like, no.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if I'll come, and she's like, it's the same, and it has a lot of likes. I'm like, oh, all right,
Yeah,
connection,
yeah, I
Stranger
remember.
Things,
I remember now.
because Maya reminds me of what's her? I forgot her character's name on Stranger Things. Why did I forget it? But Max, Max. She reminds me of Max. I feel like I'm too loud. Somebody's gonna like burst in the door and tells me to shut up.
So now they are in at Lily's house, just hanging out after school. Nothing happens here, right? I think Cass arrives, and that's when like things get weird. Oh yeah, Tegan is
But
kind of sad.
yeah, Sarah and Tegan are waiting for Cass and Phoebe, but Cass arrives and Phoebe
Yes,
does not, and that's when Cass takes Tegan to the bathroom to tell
and
her
tells
why
her
Phoebe isn't
why Phoebe
coming.
isn't there. Yeah,
She
true.
doesn't want to face Sarah because, well, she's going away. And all of this, by the way, this is not in the book at all. Like all of these,
No,
no, it's not. They're not in the book.
no. That was really funny because Cass is like, I need to go to the bathroom. Tegan, can you come with me? And
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was so weird.
when I watched it the first time, I was like, what's gonna happen? But
No,
she's
it's
just
like,
telling
tell
Tegan.
me where the bathroom is. Like, we do that when we're like in public and we're going to like
No, yeah,
public restrooms, but not in someone's house. No,
someone's
we don't
house.
do that.
No. Yeah. They get home after hanging out with their friends and ta-da! Simone shows up with a guitar for them. But she's like, you guys have to pay for it.
Pay for it later on. Of course, they
Yeah.
have to pay for everything.
Oh, and they also
It
get a, is that an
really weirded
amplifier?
me out. Yeah,
Why?
for the guitar. The voice, so it can look well and sound well. Why the fuck did they pay their mom rent when they lived in her house? Is that what Canadians and Americans do? They just pay their parents?
I think it's because it's a unit. So like their mom, instead of making money and having someone live there, she
Yeah, but
rented for her
like
daughters, and they pay like a small amount. Just like,
I don't know, but like imagine my parents making me pay rent for my dad would make me pay. Yeah, never
no,
mind.
I think the idea was just in the meantime,
To get
like,
to become responsible, like or
yeah,
responsibility, I guess.
I think, yeah, like a mixture of things, because it's really common here for people to have
Because
basement units in their houses and rent it out to get money out of it.
okay.
But because
Mm,
her daughters were doing that, she was like, I'm not getting any money, so you guys have to like do it.
yeah, I
I mean, I
guess.
think that's why, I don't know. But here is here Patrick is trying to ask Simone in marriage, and she's like,
For her
no.
hand in marriage. She's like, you're just sad, baby. So don't ask me to be married when you're sad and miserable.
Yeah. She's like, you're going through a lot right now. Like, he wants to be a family, stability, and all that.
Just wants to be like officially part of the family. He just feels left out of it.
Yeah.
I suppose, and that I wonder if this is what breaks
And
them
then
up
she
in real
says,
life because it's not mentioned in the book too, right?
maybe it was, I think it was probably similar.
Yeah, I think just Leah knows it and she wanted to put it in the show, and that's why they were like, are
Hmm.
we sure we want to share that about our parents?
Yeah, but
Mm.
this is one of the cliffhangers, because he wants to be part of the family. He wants to make this official, but Simone is tired of like this, and how she doesn't feel like she's not connected to him anymore like that. So the show ends and we don't know what they're gonna do with their lives. Or not the show, the season. Now, oh, this is a cute scene. Like, this kind of happens in the book too. Can you pause? So Tegan is on the phone with Cass, and she's singing for her, and Cass like is really encouraging her. And on the book, she sings for someone else as well. It's not like the character that is supposed to be Cass, but she does that in the book too.
Alex.
Alex. So Cass on the book, her name is Alex, and for season 2, I'm really interested to see if they're gonna develop that story, or because now we have Maya, we don't have the character of Maya on the book, kind of like a love triangle. On the book, there's Alex, Tegan, and what's his name? Spencer.
Mm.
That's kind of like the love triangle in the book. But on the show, the character of Evan is there for like 2 episodes and then he's gone. So I don't know if
Yeah,
like he's gonna
I don't
come
know
back.
why
Yeah.
this
So I don't know if
happened.
they're
Why?
gonna, yeah. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do for that storyline. But in the show now, she was on the phone with Cass, and yeah, Sarah's asking Tegan if Phoebe called, and she didn't, because Phoebe kind of ghosts her, right, Sarah?
Yeah, yeah. And Sarah just feels very lost, like what's going on with Phoebe? Why isn't she dating?
Yeah,
But she's still not losing it because she was, and by the way, she was looking forward for the summer to spend time with Phoebe, and suddenly Phoebe just cuts her off,
exactly.
cuts her out. Yeah.
There's a scene between Patrick and Sarah. He asks her, like, she asks him, like, "Are you okay?" and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, hang in there." And then they decide to watch a hockey game together. That's sweet. It's finally the
What
day of the
is
party. They're getting
Phoebe
ready.
again?
They're getting ready for the party. Phoebe calls and says she's not coming, and then Sarah is pretty upset about it, obviously. What is this scene? Simone?
She's overthinking. She just feels
Oh
like
yeah,
everything she's doing is wrong.
definitely, yeah. It's her coworker, Tori is her name,
Yeah,
and
right?
yeah,
Forgot.
yeah, and then she tells Tori that Patrick wants to marry her, and she's like, "Eh, I don't want to do that."
What's like, I mean, they're living together. They're kind of like married. So what is it gonna do if they just get married? What is it gonna change?
I think it's more what Patrick was saying, that like his stepdad was shit, so he didn't want to be that. He wants to be like an actual. I think it's just like it's more of a psychological thing more than like officially, you
Yeah.
know.
And I
I
think she
think.
was beginning to feel bored in this relationship. Like
Hmm.
things are just very. she was changing. She's saying here that when she got the girls and she got married,
Yeah,
she was very
yeah,
young.
she was young. She didn't. I feel like she didn't live her
Oh, come on, she was what,
prime
38
years.
in here? She was 38 in here. That's
Yeah,
so young.
during her prime years, quote unquote, she had kids and she had a family and she had a husband, like quote unquote, because they're not married, but you know what I mean. Like the family unit was there, and then I think she feels like she's ready to not have that. She's ready to like experience life the way she hasn't, like she was supposed to, quote unquote, in her 20s. I feel like so, and he wants to be that, and she doesn't. So they're in completely different, mindsets right now.
Yeah, I think she was just changing. She was finishing her masters and figuring herself out.
Mm-hmm.
Her girls are finally like growing up, so now she can like live
Mm-hmm.
her life, which I
Mm-hmm.
understand
Exactly.
honestly. Because like 38 and you have teenagers almost graduating high school, that's a lot, honestly. And like, oh, of course, Natalie being Natalie.
They arrive at the party, and what's her name? Allie. She's finally like, cause Sarah totally showed interest, and then Allie's finally giving in. But now that Phoebe is freezing Sarah out, Sarah's like not even computing that Allie is like flirting and stuff. Not flirting, but like interested, showing interest.
The eyes.
The eyes, exactly. Oh, Maya's gonna listen to the tape that Tegan gave her finally. That scene is very emotional. I'm sure people cried watching
I
this.
cried. I teared up a bit.
She's great. Amanda, she's gonna be big, I think.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna be big. She's gonna be the next big thing. Her
Yeah,
acting skills are very good.
amazing.
Should we watch North of Normal? Shouldn't we watch it?
We
Is it
should.
out?
We should.
Is it out? Yeah, we should.
They're about to start, and Sarah freaks out because Tegan finally tells her about Phoebe because she thought Phoebe was gonna tell her, but she didn't. But like, I don't know why Tegan did this because and then
Why the fuck did she tell her right now?
yeah, like why did she do that? Did she think it was gonna make things better? Because Sarah's freaking out because Phoebe's not coming. They are
I'm
about to
sorry to
start.
say this, but this is such a Tegan thing to do, even in real life. That stupid move would have been Tegan's.
But
Tegan would
yeah,
have done
I
that
don't
too.
I don't know why she did that. Sarah freaks out and leaves, and now
For the
we don't know what's
drama.
gonna happen. Now we see Simone driving, and that's the scene where so in a previous episode, she told Tori that whenever she drives home, sometimes she wants to like drive away instead. Like there's a I think it's a stop sign where she has to either turn or go straight, and then she always every time she has to turn to go home, she has this urge to continue without knowing where to go. Like she wants to drive away, which is like a metaphor to drive away from her life, I guess. But on
Yeah.
this episode, she actually does that. She drives away, and that's a cliffhanger because where's she going? We don't know. So Maya decides to go to the party, and she sees Tegan and
Cass
Cass
hugging.
hugging. And I don't know why she freaks out. Like she leaves because they're hugging. Like, can't Tegan have friends now? Like you ditched her. You like literally she tried to make up to you and you were like so mean about it. And now she's pissed. I don't get it. Those are all the cliffhangers happening at the same time. So Simone driving away, Maya arriving and seeing Cass and Tegan. They don't play the show because Sarah leaves and goes meet Phoebe. They have a little talk, but we also don't know what's going to happen between them because Phoebe's leaving for summer and Sarah's so upset about it. And then we don't know if she comes back to the party because the episode ends. We don't know if Maya stays at the party. And also, it shows Patrick like waiting for Simone to arrive, but she never does. And he looks, you know, it shows like him waiting. And then we're also thinking about like what's going to happen to him
Then
in
we have
season two.
basically Phoebe and Sarah
But
hugging, and
but we don't know if there's a season two, so we don't know if we're ever going to
you
know
know
what's going to
what?
happen to
What
all of
caught
these
my
people.
attention
Mm-hmm.
is that at the end it's Tegan alone.
Yes.
She walked out and she's alone, looking in the street. And by the way, if you compare to the beginning, It's also Tegan alone searching for Sara in the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, it kind of circles
So
back to her
being alone,
like,
searching for Sara, and Sara just chasing Phoebe.
yeah,
And this is the idea that
like a
the
cycle.
show is about.
Yeah.
It's like Tegan just wants Sara to be happy and to form this bond with her sister, and then there's Sara just chasing Phoebe, and Phoebe is
Yeah.
not there and not
Do
for
you
her.
think that Phoebe lives near Lily? Because like she was at the party and then suddenly she's at Phoebe's house running. Like, did she run there? Like, how did she get there
No,
so
I just
fast?
I think they were all like in the same area, same suburban area.
They kind of live close, right? You would think.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
why
because I
they
have the
saw each
feeling, I
other
had a
so much.
theory, like when the episode ended, I had a theory that like said season two, I think, like, or at least wishful thinking, I would I would like to, or I had this script in my head that Sara goes to Phoebe's house,
By
they
the
have
way,
this
did you
talk.
notice it says 6:19?
Oh yeah, call me.
Yeah,
um
yeah.
I had the script in my head that so Sara goes to Phoebe, they have the talk, and then she convinces Phoebe to go back to the party. They have the show at the party with Phoebe there, and then like Sarah's still upset with Phoebe, but they make up like it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be away, but I'll be back.
Then she meets the boyfriend in there, and
Yeah, and then like the whole thing, it's gonna happen for sure. But I feel like they make up and go to the party afterwards. Because I don't like the idea of Sara just leaving and they are not having the show at all. I don't like
no,
that
same,
idea.
because they do have the show. But
Like I
you
like
know
I
when
want to believe that the show happened, the party happened.
well, believe whatever you want. We're not getting an
Yeah,
answer anytime
we
soon.
don't know.
But to answer
That's
your
my
question, whether they live close or not, remember they
mm,
saw Phoebe in the grocery store when they were with Maya. They were walking, just walking. Phoebe was with her mom.
yeah,
So yeah, they all live close by. It's
but
from the area.
they were at Lily's house on this episode, and then Sara
Yeah,
went to Phoebe's house.
yeah. I mean, they even saw Phoebe like in the grocery store. Remember, they were walking around. So I think
Yeah,
it's just the neighborhood. Like they live
I
around
see.
this the same place.
I see.
Anyway, so that's the ending. It's cliffhanger,
Yeah.
and we'll never know if we're ever gonna get a continuation or not. But if you want any continuation, go check the book out if you have, of course you have.
We have the other 2 years
Yeah,
plus 2 summers on the book.
I don't know. Write fan fiction about it. Continue the show your own way. Um, so let's analyze. I know I'm not the only one. Very quickly. This is a song that was filmed as a music video, and it came out after not after COVID, after quarantine 2020, because they filmed it before quarantine and then it came out after.
They filmed it
There's a
right
whole
before pandemic hit. Yep.
yeah,
And then they
there's
released the
this
video during
whole
the pandemic. I
Where
think
Does the
they
Good Grow
released it.
episode about it.
They stopped Where Does the Good Grow, and then they released right after. They were like, we're gonna take a break, but they only did a few episodes afterwards. They didn't
Yeah,
continue with the
then
show.
Where Does the Good Grow just stopped
Yeah.
forever. And I think that the whole guardian thing was a way to calm herself down and make her relax and not overthink what
Yeah,
was
for
going on
sure.
with her. Um,
Like keep her
I
active
love
and
active.
productive.
I love this song so much because it just reminds me of, I don't know, innocence. Just it's innocent. Like it's
I
just
love the
sweet
song and
song.
I love the video. It's like a really fun song. I really wish that they played it live because I feel like it would fit well with the set.
I like Sarah's hair in here, even though it's the same hair she
Yeah,
has now, but it's straightened, and I like when it's straightened.
yeah,
Yeah,
and their
so,
outfits also.
oh yeah, shirts
When they're dancing, I like their outfit. I remember
dragging you down. Oh yeah,
I remember this was the first music video that came out when I became a fan, and I remember I like at the time they posted just a picture as like a sneak peek of them. I think Sarah's holding a guitar, and I saw that there were people around them, and then I tried to like imagine what the music video was gonna be like. And it's really interesting to have this memory because at the time I knew them only a few months. And I think at the time I looked at the picture and I still
When your
struggled to figure
obsession
out
was still like
starting.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I at the time I looked at the picture and I still had to like think who was who. It wasn't right away. I didn't know right away. I would have to like look at it like a few seconds to figure out who was Tegan, who was Sara. Isn't that interesting? And it's just not this is not long ago. It was like during the
3 years ago,
pandemic.
Debbie. It's literally 3 years ago. It's
But
four
they've been
years ago,
around
actually.
25 is what I mean.
Yeah, you know what's so weird to me is that because the same thing, when I found them, it was 2012, I didn't focus that much. 2013, when I really like
Mm-hmm.
found them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was summer 2013 when I was like getting into like when they performed with Taylor and all of that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that obsession hit hard. And I started to. But it was easy to tell who's who because of that piercing that Tegan had and the different
Oh, that's true.
hairstyles.
That's true.
I
And
don't
Tegan
know,
had like the curly hair most of the
the
time, so
curly
that was
hair,
easy
yeah.
to yeah.
True.
It was easy to tell them apart easier. But yeah, the song, are we gonna talk about Immaculation as well? Like what the lyrics mean? Are they similar? Kinda. Because
Kind of.
I think Immaculation
I mean,
is
it's just all over the
um
place, the lyrics.
yeah.
As you can see
But
here.
Immaculation, I feel like Sara is pleading to someone
I'm not sure if
to
Immaculation is about Tegan, but I feel like I know I'm not the only one that's about
no,
Tegan,
no
right?
what?
Isn't it? I don't know. So, like about I know I'm not the only one who like I need you, you need me. Like we're in this, like we're all in this
Because
together.
Immaculation is definitely not about Tegan.
No, it's not. I don't think so. What does
Immaculation is Sara
Immaculation
pleading.
mean?
Immaculation, I feel like it's Sara pleading because she's like she likes this part. I think it's about Zoe, right? When
I think so.
when like Zoe had a boyfriend and but she knew that like she liked her and then she told Zoe that, but Zoe was like, "Oh, I have to go. My boyfriend is here." So
What? That's what Immaculation means?
no, what?
Wait, do you know what Immaculation means?
No, what does it mean?
The act of within something of its flaws or errors. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But the first meaning, the process of making a man feel less male by taking away his power and confidence. What? What if this is about the guy
I take it
that she
back.
dated?
I take all of it back. I have no idea what it is about. Because I thought it was Sara telling this person, like, I really like you. I hope that
Producing a
you're well.
story.
I wish I could have you, but I know that I'm not the only one and you have other
It's
people,
because
like you can just focus on me, but I'm here,
immaculate.
like, hello. But the
I'll
meaning
interpret
of
it the literature
immaculation has
way.
nothing to the meaning of
Okay,
immaculation
continue.
has nothing to do with that, so I don't know.
No,
What's
no.
your
This is
interpretation?
what it means. If basically you remove, it's like a bond, right? You remove this person from this
Mm-hmm.
person, it's like you're immaculating that person. So it's like you're removing an important part.
Like
Got it?
canceling something
No,
out.
it's like there's those two people are together and they are only strong together. So if you remove one person, it's like you're immaculating a body part from
Oh.
the person. That's why it makes sense if it's about Tegan.
So she is the one that's being immaculated, right?
No.
I think that's what it is. I think she's the one being
Let's read the
immaculated
lyrics.
because
Let's read the lyrics of Immaculation. I know I'd love to see you even more all the time. I'm dragging you down and backwards. I'm upside down. When you leave me here, I'm begging. Can't you see me? I'm drowning. It's like I'm weak without you. I'm being immaculated. Yeah. Maybe,
yeah,
yeah, it's
right?
about Zoe. I know I'm not the only one who needs you like I do. It's like I need you, but I'm not, I know I'm not the only one. And I know I'm not the
Exactly.
only one who loves you like I do. Why is she so obsessed with God? She was so obsessed with God when she was, God will let you in when there
Both
ain't
of
no
them,
place to turn.
both of
I
them
was, both of
mention
them?
like religion. Both of them mention religion in their lyrics a lot during
Yeah,
high
but
school.
especially Tegan as Sarah, even with the condemnation, it's like you're being
Mm-hmm.
condemned.
Yeah.
God will let you in when there ain't no place to turn. I was with you, I was with you. I was without you, I was with you. This is so, they had inner fear, or I don't know. But
And
I know I'm not the only one is different a bit.
I know I'm not the only one. I think it's the opposite. I think she's telling someone like I'm getting over you, because she also
Dragging you
says that
down.
I know, like the person, I know you're not the only one. There's also that part. She
You
she
know what
has
made me think it's about Tegan?
she
Oh my
talks.
God.
I don't think
This
it
is
is though.
Yeah, but look at this part. I wonder if someday we'll just be a memory. It's like us, our legacy and our fame will just be a memory. This part.
No.
If we
I would
go off the
disagree.
track, will you wait for me? I don't know.
No, because there's a part that says here, um,
Ah, the luck that brought you to
the
me.
luck that brought you to me
Yeah,
will hold us any longer. This, like, if it's about Tegan, it's kind of sad.
but you're not my dream. Oh, you'll be good to me, but you're not my dream. Obviously, that's not what you're gonna know. You
I
lose
don't
me
think
to
it is.
places I have never been. The way we were, the way that you held my hand. For you, I will try so hard. Still, I will let you down. Ah, you'll learn you're not the only one who needs me like you do. Oh, it's the opposite. You learn you're not the only one. Yeah.
There's the part about the places. You lose me to places I've never been. So she's also saying like she's making peace with the fact that they're breaking up, because
Mm.
she's like this was good,
This is
like it
not
was
the
a good
world that I
relationship or
want.
whatever.
There is a bigger world that I want to see. Got it?
Yeah, like
You know how 100 times is about Tegan? I think this is
yes.
the same way it's about Tegan. It's like I want to pull away from this and I want to discover. I want to go to Montreal and
Oh, true.
kind of that's what because you'll learn you're not the only one who needs me like you do. You're not the only one who needs me because I have
Like
a partner and
I
I have a
agree with you
child
in
and
I agree with you in that part. I just don't agree with the part that, like, I don't think she would ever really believe that Tegan would only be a memory, even though she
no, it's
wants
not Tegan. Us,
space.
we will be a will just will us as a band will be a memory. Like people will forget about us. She didn't say
Oh,
you'll be a memory. Will. I wonder if someday we'll just be a memory. If we go off the track, like if we like separate this band or go off the track, like if I move away, will you wait for me? Like this is what
yeah.
Sara is. She just wants to be alone. Tegan was always, hey, stay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That I mean, it's just it makes sense. I'm
It could
dragging
be.
you down with backflips, but Sara and all her failed projects, she drags Tegan down. I'm sorry, Sara, I don't need to say that, but come on. I'm upside down. I like in the music video when she does the backflip, like you're 40 and she was 40 and you were like doing the backflip. That's amazing. I can't even bend, and I'm 29. But also when Sara was 29, Hayley Williams was trying to make her do sit-ups and she had an old body, so
Yeah.
bravo, Sara, for working hard. She looks so good in
In
this
the
picture.
end, everyone is old. Doesn't
Oh
matter your
yeah,
age.
they look so good. Oh,
See,
skiing.
that's the picture that I
Mm,
saw. It's Tegan holding a guitar, not Sara. I thought it was Sara. This gives me memories of like just starting
nostalgia.
being a fan. Yeah, because I remember all of these pictures being like the first new things that I saw related to Tegan and Sara.
I don't like the memories associated with this music video because I was going through a lot during that summer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
truly hated summer 2020. It's the worst. And I feel like
When did it come out? Can you check? I
I
think it
forgot.
was later. I think it was in the fall. It's up
Summer
there. If you go up there,
August.
if you go up, if you scroll up, it
Not
says
the
the date.
song, the music video.
Yeah, Kenzie has all of it. No,
Here, second.
it was filmed February. Oh, it was
Open it
filmed
on
February
YouTube.
26,
It's
2020.
in August, I think.
Can you pause?
Just 2 years ago, it doesn't say. July
It does
29, see? Yeah.
tell you what summer.
So
Pause it, because
three
I don't know if
years.
it's gonna.
I can't hear you, Debbie. Are you speaking? Now I can hear. When I opened the video, I couldn't hear you.
Mhm.
What were you saying?
I was asking you to pause.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's finish this. We talked
All
about the
right.
song. We talked about finally the last episode of high school. we're ready to move on from this. We have a few topics in mind already. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Find us on YouTube. We Just Want to Talk podcast. Twitter. We Just Want to Talk podcast. We don't have an Instagram, but I did create a Threads, TNS and me. You can find me there, Debbie. I'm there, and I'm going to post the episodes there too. I'm not going to create like the podcast own account. What else? Twitter, Wanna Talk, TNS Pod. I'm not TNS Lyrics on Twitter, and Peroko Debbie on TikTok. There's a lot of new edits about tour. They're fun. What are your handles, Miriam?
Both Inflated Gravy on TikTok and Twitter.
And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. I know that I realized last episode was about tour, and there were 3 times more views and listens than usual. I think because I think you said that, Miriam. Like, people already saw the show. They don't care about recapping. So I'm glad that we're done. So hopefully we'll have more, like, the audience will get a little bigger with like other topics. Because I feel like we've been saying...
what type of topics you'd like us to talk about.
Oh yes, please tell us what kind of stuff you want us to talk about.
Yeah,
if you
like
want to be
anything in particular. You want to be part? Which songs you want to be? Want us to
songs
discuss?
You want us to? Yeah, if you have any songs that you want to talk about, and
yeah,
if you have any topics, interesting topics you want us to talk about related to Tegan and Sara, and if you want to be a guest, you can also volunteer and pick a topic yourself that you want to talk about with us. That's allowed too, especially now that we're not recapping high school anymore. And you can pick a song as well. So I hope you liked it. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace out. Ciao.
Bye.